One last climb to go, and I will be done with the roller coaster. Good morning, it's day 96. I'm here at the campsite, leaving right now. The one downside I find with camping so close to water is digging in a cat hole. You're supposed to go pretty far away, and far away, the only direction away is up the trail. So we're just gonna walk up the trail and find a good site a little later. But everything's done, everything's picked up, and I'm ready to go. Today's day 96. I will be heading into Harpers Ferry. In fact, in 0.3 miles, we'll be in West Virginia. Crazy, right? And after a little bit longer, we're gonna be done with the roller coaster, and then we are off. Hopefully the rest of the trail is gonna be much easier into Harpers Ferry. At least I hope. So, all right, keep watching to see what happens. But all right, we have 16 miles today. There's a water source really close coming up. I'm gonna get water there, and after that there's no water forever. There is a shelter with water, but you have to hike, I don't know, 200 feet down from the shelter, and you have to hike down to the shelter first. I think it's over 200 feet down actually, so I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna head to a parking area 11 miles from here. There is a gas station, so it'll be about a 10-mile water carry. That's not bad. There's a gas station there, so, or like a convenience store, so I'll just buy a new bottle of water, get a soda, and then finish off the rest of the 5 miles. So that's the plan. Hopefully it works out, and yeah, hopefully it works out. The walk to the convenience store is not far, shorter than to the water, and there's no elevation change. So I'll take it. Here we are, folks. We didn't even go far, and we are at the West Virginia state line. And I question this. It should be WVA, because VA is that way, WV is that way. But we are at the state line now, just like that. Virginia's gone. Never had the Virginia blues. I don't know what people are talking about that. I don't know. Sometimes people bring something up and it sounds cool, and other people latch onto it, and then they focus it and they manifest it. Like, there's Virginia blues, and they think about it and then they create it within themselves. I had a fun time. It was just another state. But West Virginia, it's a new one. So we're gonna go through West Virginia and Maryland pretty quickly here. But lots of graffiti. What's with people? All right, who are all the people that told me I'd see rhododendron blooms in Virginia? Come on, fess up before I hunt you down. No, I didn't see any blooms. In fact, I don't see any rhododendrons anymore, so I guess I'm not gonna see the blooms just because I don't see them anymore. Oh well, I'll have to come back to Shenandoah in early summer maybe, and maybe the fall. We'll see. It'd be nice to drive the Skyline Drive. I like to do that someday. So this is where all the day hikers are going. I was wondering about that. Look how green everything is. So much greener than, I don't know, than usual. Is it greener than, oh, there's some fog on the right. Oh, there's some fog far away too. Just little patches, thin little ones. It's so green down there. Such a bright green. Really, folks, the camera actually shows the exact colors that I'm seeing right now. Hopefully it translates, but it just, I'm not changing the saturation at all here. It's just so green, and there's some trees that are kind of orangish. It's like fall or something, but pretty amazing. Most of my hikes have been out west, where it's more pine trees, like evergreens, and they're a darker shade of green. I've never seen such like vibrant green, woods just covered in it. I also tend to go backpacking late fall through early spring, just because there are no bugs and it's cooler. Yeah, I usually don't go backpacking in May just because it's quite warm. Although my very first backpacking trip ever was in May. I actually wound up walking 26 miles out of a planned 21 because I got lost so many times on the Ice Age trail. And I was a rookie. I carried a lot of stuff. I had a good time though. But the second day the ticks were so bad, I actually went straight to a hotel. Back to my car, straight to a hotel. But I'm gonna take some pictures before I get out of here actually. Look at these beauties. There's azaleas that have mostly bloomed. Huh, quite fascinating. The lower ones have bloomed, but the top ones are still closed on all of them. But there's so many flowers in just one cluster. They're so big. They have a smell. Not the nicest smell. They have a smell. Pretty wild looking flowers, huh? These are in great condition. I guess the day hikers only go up to that viewpoint and go down, so they haven't messed these up at all. By the way, there's someone camping at the campsite I was going to up here, and there seems to be a garbage bag tied to a tree. Not a nurse sack. You know, if I accidentally leave the camera on and the battery dies, yeah, I don't like that, and the battery is dead. But I like it when the batteries die normally. Like every 2 days, I expect my Sony batteries to die and my GoPro batteries to die. And the Sony batteries will die a little more than 2, I guess. But it's almost dead now, so I'm gonna have to change it out soon. But the GoPro I had to change out yesterday evening while I was hiking still. But I like that. It means I'm recording stuff and not gonna forget it in the future. Like those flowers back there, like it's so easy to walk right by and just take 2 seconds walking by. But I wanted to try to look at as many of the petals as I could, or like the balls as I could, and find nice ones and try to take pictures of them, because then I could remember this moment. Like, how much longer are those flowers gonna last for everyone else, you know? The hikers coming through, it'll be the main bubble. Maybe these flowers might be gone by then. It'll probably be new flowers, but these flowers might be gone. I don't know. But that's what I always said, is one thing I want out of the trail is I don't want to ever have leave and say, oh, I wish I filmed this, I wish I filmed this, or I took a picture of this. And I admit I've had a lot of those moments, but I want to keep it to a minimum. That's my goal. For today, the elevation profile is not too bad. In the morning, we had the rest of the roller coaster to finish up. So we've gone up, and now we're going down, and we have one more up. And at the top of the up is the finish of the roller coaster. And someone commented that that last climb isn't too bad, which is good because I'm about to get 2 liters of water here. At the base of this spot's a water source. And then after that, no water. But the rest of the day is just like mild up and downs. I don't know necessarily how steep they are, but they're a whole bunch of little ones. So it's a lot easier because then you go up a little, even if it's steep, you have time to catch your breath. So you can get a pretty good speed going still. So not too bad. That's why I stopped there instead of heading up to the top to camp before, because I didn't want to carry all the water up there. And I figured it's a relatively easier day today, so pushing a little bit more miles today is not as bad. So well, let's hope it all works out. But I am going to the hotel at Harpers Ferry. It's just west of the trail, within walking distance. And I don't know where to resupply. I was gonna go to an outfitter. Maybe they had some freeze-dried meals and some things. But there is a 7-Eleven near the hotel, relatively near. So I was gonna go there, and I'm pretty sure I can muster up enough for a resupply. I have one dinner. I have actually 3 tuna packets still. I didn't eat one last night. So I still have a lot of food. So I just have to have a little bit more. A lot of meat products, I think. That's what I need. And a couple more dinners. And I'm pretty sure 7-Eleven sells ramens. Not the best price, but one last climb to go. And I will be done with the roller coaster. I don't know what's next. But I'm ready now. Although I do have 2 liters of water, so it's going to be kind of a tough climb. But the sun's not out yet, and it's nice and cool, so it should be an easy climb. I just walked a little past the start of the roller coaster going Sobo, and for me, but for some reason we're still going up. I thought that was going to be the end of the climb. So why isn't the start of the roller coaster further up? What made him decide these things? Because I swear on the south end, maybe a few miles before where it even started, it was pretty up and down. Here we are at the intersection of Blackburn Trail Center. It's down this way. There's another trail to it too, but I hear it's 300 feet down. So we will continue onward. Tina actually has a friend that's working down there. I don't know if today, but I forgot her name, but that's pretty interesting, right? But yeah, I'm not gonna go 300 feet down and 300 feet back up. Yeah, let's keep going. Look at this weather. I was hoping it was gonna be a little overcast the whole day, but not like me being overcast. I was hoping the sun would be overcast. But we've been in the clouds for quite a while now, and it drizzles on and off, just like waves of rain. I don't know if it's because it's just moisture in the leaves and the wind is knocking the moisture off. But I do have my pack cover on. I do have my main camera bagged up and chugging along. It's actually quite cool too. I might not need to go to that convenience store off the trail, though, 0.3 miles to get water. Just because it's so cool. Kind of cold actually. People are putting on jackets and stuff. But I'm still kind of comfortable, and I think if I avoid putting on a jacket, I don't have to get more water, and I can just push all the way to Harpers Ferry. That would be good. It's supposed to rain around 5 or 6 o'clock today. Wasn't supposed to rain at all today until then, so it might rain sooner. Who knows? I passed that parking area where you can turn off and go to the gas station. I was going to go there maybe, but fortunately I got to meet Allison and Jack. They're Patreon members and viewers who intercepted me and gave me a Mountain Dew. It's funny, they had a bag of Fritos and a bag of Haribo Twin Snakes with them, but I'm still eating my bag I have left, so I didn't take those. But I did have a Mountain Dew. And I didn't go into the gas station, but the Mountain Dew calories, a bottle, that should carry me over to Harpers Ferry. That and maybe another bar. That should be all I need to get there. It's only like 5 miles. Easy, mostly down too, so. But thank you so much, Scarlet and Strings, for the trail magic. Hopefully you have a nice day and a safe trip home. Are these spiders or caterpillars? I don't know what those black dots are inside. Maybe they're eggs. This is the first cocoon I've seen that's like super solid. I mean, like completely white. You can't see through it all. Wonder how many things are gonna pop out of there once everything kind of hatches. Kind of scary, those things. Every time I come across high voltage power lines now, I touch rocks. There's slight buzzing, but I don't feel anything in the rocks. But the one near Tinker Cliffs, that thing was buzzing like crazy. But this one, nothing in the rocks. I guess it has to be pretty crazy before you can feel it. So not just a little bit of buzzing. Okay, I heard from another hiker that was going the opposite direction that there's some deer right after the power lines, and they're not afraid of people at all, and they'll get close. So I want to get some like real close photos. I want to see their eyelashes of their face. Welcome to West Virginia again, I think. I think I'm in Virginia again. I'll have to look at the map. I didn't realize we were swerving in and out and we're back in Virginia. At the road where the Trail Magic was, the Virginia line was just down the road, but I had no idea that we were back in Virginia. I did not realize it was like North Carolina and Tennessee. We just kind of hike along the border. We cut in and out maybe? I don't know. On far out, it makes it look like we do cut in and out, but maybe we didn't. But that may be the last time we were in Virginia. Now we are in West Virginia. West Virginia for good, I think. Because we're actually going to start heading down soon, heading to town. 2 miles out, 140. It's one of those times where I was like, oh, yeah, I must have done at least 1.5 miles by now. It was 0.8. It's not even the end of the day. Okay, let's knock out these two here. We've entered the Harpers Ferry National Historic Park. It's all this ground. Didn't necessarily say no camping, but probably no camping. Although Harpers Ferry, the town, is only less than 2 miles away, really. Somebody said that the Harpers Ferry itself is a national park, but it's the historic park. So it's still managed by the Department of Interior, just not a national park. That's the big leagues, national parks. There's national lake shores, national historic parks, national monuments. But if you're a big guy, you get the national park designation. Or for some reason, some president wants to make some area a national park, it becomes a national park. But the Department of Interior still manages it. Look how green everything is. Oh no, I thought I saw something. Just another log on the ground. I've seen this in other places, but I never pointed out, but I guess the trail maintainers come and cut the poison ivies. Is that redundant? But they cut the stem, I guess, so it kills off the top part. Maybe they do something to kill off the bottom part, but they cut off that one too. And there's another one here, and they just lopped it off. They even lopped it off further down. But I guess that's good. It's one way to manage it. Is it even lopped off? Looks like it's kind of blended into the bark so well. Can't tell the difference. And there's a giant millipede. Hey, Mr. Millipede. Is he trying to go inside the tree? He's big though. He's got red bands on him. He's a pretty cool guy. Of course, they're resilient though, and that guy is growing a new vine. Looks like they cut above it, but that leaf is coming out nice and healthy. And a few other leaves are starting to sprout there, but the trail maintainers are doing an awesome job with the poison ivy. I mean, they're still growing here and there. In fact, is that poison oak? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Poison oak. But there's this vine. Well, there's a whole bunch of vines, and they cut that one. This one's still growing, but you can tell where this vine used to go along this tree, and you can tell where they cut it, and then you can tell where the vine just keeps going up. Pretty crazy. Little hair still all over the place. Wonder how many years before the oils rub off or it's safe to touch. But someone did say there's poison oak around here, but I didn't realize. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll have to double check. I guess it was just poison ivy. I guess poison oak has more rounded little edges on the leaves. It looks more like oak leaves. That one kind of did. For poison ivy, that would look more like it than any other other poison ivy I've seen. Bunch around here though. It's low altitudes. I hope I'm right and this is garlic mustard, but I'm pretty sure it is. They just come right out. I was wondering how that other person pulled them out so easily, but they just pop right out, and they all have the purple roots. Alright, we are coming down into the valley area, and this is the Shenandoah River. Look how huge it is, and look how flowing it is. It's rough. It's funny how there's just like huge rock levels all the way across everywhere. But we're gonna hit the bridge soon and we'll get a better look of it soon here. Here we are crossing the Shenandoah River. I'm not gonna record much because the traffic is so loud, but it's just a beautiful, gigantic river. I think it just looks nicer because there's so many lower spots, so you get a lot of the white cascades, whereas like some rivers just water. But this one, there's a lot more character here. And a big old bridge. Thank you very much to a viewer. I was hiking down towards Harpers Ferry, and someone said, "Hey Jay," and then you know, I get that every once in a while, but it was Tom. He had messaged me on YouTube just the night or the day before, and in my tent I messaged, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Harpers Ferry to the hotel tonight," and then so on and so on. And he offered to drive me to the car rental place up in Chambersburg, but then I told him, "Yeah, I'm gonna try to resupply at the 7-Eleven here at Harpers Ferry," and that was not gonna be the best resupply. It was gonna be all just junk food. But he met up with me on trail, and then we went back to the hotel, and he actually drove me, and we got pizza at Blaze Pizza for dinner, and then he drove me to a real grocery store at Martin's, and then got a real resupply. Of course, you know, half of it's junk, but some of it's good stuff. So, but thank you so much, Tom and your wife. Thank you again. I mean, like, that's a huge load off that I didn't have to walk over to 7-Eleven and just get like 4 bags of little things of beef jerky that would cost like $5 each. So thank you again, and then thank you to David. He actually came to the hotel and then asked if I was here, and the front desk called me up. So I went and met him and talked with him for a while, and he gave me a drink as well as a bunch of sugary snacks for tomorrow or next few days. And thank you again. So thank you to all the viewers. It's always crazy. And I met 2 other viewers on trail. So many people out there. It's a busy area. I don't know, but thanks to all the viewers out there and anybody that helps. It's nice that they were out and they were helping other hikers as well. It's still a huge surprise to me seeing such like generosity. I feel like I'm cheating on the AT as well because of it. But then I think, oh yeah, but then I got to work on 4 videos tonight, so I guess it pays off. It balances out. And anything, I guess, to make my time in my hotel a little quicker so I can get to work quicker is better for everyone, right? Everyone that watches the videos anyway. If you hate the videos, it's not good for you. But I thought I'd show you what I've been up to. All I did was I didn't really unpack anything. Here's my resupply right here. The main thing I did is I hand washed my socks that I wore in the last leg, my shorts, and my t-shirt. That's pretty much all I wear. I have my fleece that I wear once in a while, but I'm not gonna hand wash that. But these are easy to hand wash, and these dry quickly. And those I'll just leave in front of the fan all night, and then I'll flip them throughout the night, and then they'll dry as well. But these are the main items. Like, I don't think they smell that bad, for good enough for a 4-day leg coming up. But I try to get all the salt off. That's the big thing, especially the shorts. Because, yeah. So that's all clean, and those are clean, drying off. So that's pretty much it. Now I have to get to work. That's the gist of what I need to do. And I gotta actually start charging stuff and then get to work.